All right, so today we're going to look at area. So areas when we're finding like the inside of the space. So now we're finding as if you were going to cover the whole spot inside it. So that's what area is. When we see shapes drawn like that, it's a two-dimensional shape. So when we're here, we've got a square. So when it's flat on the paper, that's two-dimensional, and that's what area is. So the units will be squared units. So you'll have things like centimeters squared or kilometers squared or so on, all right? So when you find an area, make sure your units, you've got the little 2 above it and it's squared. So we've got some common formulas here. Now you need to make sure that you understand the formulas and you can use them, because you get to have your book in the test, so you'll always have them there. So when you have the formula for area of a square is L squared. Now that is also can be written L times L, yeah, because a square has the same sides. Okay, area of a rectangle is length times width. We should know this one. And we've got area of a triangle is half the base. So we might give you the base length there, and then they'll give you the height. If you have a right angled triangle like this, we can call this bottom line along here base. Okay, so we can call the bottom with the right angled triangle, the sides along the right angle, so this side can be base, and then the other side along the right angle you can refer to as the height. So in a right angle, so just remember for a triangle, it's a half, so type out the half on your calculator times the base times the height. Okay, so you might want to draw that one in because kids get confused. We've got a rhombus there, so they're saying it's this X. So X is the width across there. Okay, so you might want to draw it in there because that might be more clearer for you. And then they're saying it's times the Y, and the Y is this line along there. Okay, so if that helps you a little bit more, maybe write that in. For a parallelogram, so parallel means the lines run the same way. So you can see there's the lines running the same way that way, and then 2 lines running the same way. You can do base times height. So just make sure you can see there's the height there, and then the base length. All right, so for a trapezium, this A, just remember it's A plus B. So A is this little length on the top, the flat one, and B is the bigger flat one down the bottom. So you add them together, times it by a half, and then the height. So it's said find the areas of these basic shapes. So I've had a look at this first one, and I can see it's a square. So I'm going to write the formula for a square, and area equals L squared. So then I will type in what L is, which is 3 squared. So area equals 9. Now it's meters squared because that's the units. Okay, up here, the second one, I can see this is a parallelogram. So I'm going to say area equals base times height, and here's my base and here's my height. So I'm going to say it's 4 times 10, which is 40, and it's measured in centimeters, so centimeters squared. You have to make sure your units are all the same. So really we should be looking at, so if we look at this one, millimeters and millimeters, that's fine. And this one is a rhombus. And remember, they're saying the area is the X times Y. So we really are saying across here is the Y and across there is the X. So we can say it's 7 times 12. What's 7 times 12? 84 millimeters squared. So there's your final answer.
It says half.
Oh, is that what?
It says half XY.
Oh, sorry, half XY. So what's half of 84?
42.
half times 7 times 12, 42 millimeters squared. Good work. Okay, Rico decides to lay a lawn on his triangular backyard shown at the right. Determine the area of the lawn. So if we look here, the area is a triangle. So the area is a half base times height. And I'm going to call this one base, this one height. So it's going to be a half times 15 times 6.5. And you're going to find out what that is. Okay, so we've written the formula for a triangle. This is area of a triangle. Yep. We've substituted in the data and we've now got 48.75 and it was in meters, so meters squared. So the total in part B, it's saying the total cost of if the lawn is $11 per square meter. So you can see up here, we've got our answer in square meters. So this is how many square meters we have. So all we have to do is go, all right, we have 48.75 square meters and every one of them is $11. So we'll times it by 11 and we will get how much it costs him to lay his lawn. So that equals 536.25 to lay the lawn. Have a think about it. Would that be how much it would be to lay some lawn on someone's house? Probably good. It's a roughly pretty good. If you got $5,000 or $50,000 in your answer, maybe have a think about that's wrong, yeah? And that helps you work out, oh, I might have done an error, okay?